let's talk about counting calories. So, honestly, I don't count calories. And by admitting to this, one of my coaches is gonna just get a heart attack. But here's the thing. I think you should read all the labels. You should maybe for a week or two count the calories once in your life, and just kind of get a feel for how much calories is in what and how much protein and how much carbs. And so just so you understand the foods that you're eating and you understand how much you're actually eating. Do this once so you have an idea how many calories, how much protein you're eating, and so forth. So, and then when you have let's say you want to get into shape. And usually what I do is I eat the same kind of foods more or less all the time. There's not so much variation. Okay, so for example, I know I eat eggs, I eat oatmeal with berries, I eat some steak, some sweet potatoes, some chicken, some rice, some vegetables, stuff like that. Okay, maybe tuna and rice, things like that. So if you are getting into, let's say, a competition shape diet, if you start to work out because you want to get in really, really good shape. So what I do is I eat more or less the same meals all the time, the same time of the day, and so forth. The same amounts, more or less. Now, after a week or two, you see, are you making progress? Are you gaining weight? Are you losing weight? What's the scale look like? Because you go on the scale every morning, basically before you eat anything or drink anything, you just weigh yourself. And if you kind of see a positive, let's say, development, so to speak, where it's going in the right direction, let's say you want to gain weight, it should go up. You want to lose weight, it should go down, right? So the point that I'm trying to make is you don't necessarily need to count calories, but you should count grams of protein. And the way I do it is something like this. I say, okay, 6 meals a day, 300 grams of protein for my body weight, because I'm, about 250 pounds. So, 250, 300 grams, but let's say 300 grams, it's easier to calculate. Divided by 6 meals is 50 grams per meal. So that's my baseline for everything. So my breakfast should have 50 grams of protein, my dinner should have 50 grams of protein, and so forth. And everything else is just added, whether it's vegetables or salad, or if it's rice or whatever, or, I don't necessarily mind so much. So if you have to eat 300 grams of protein, and I'm saying eating, not just drinking with protein shakes. If you have, let's say a chicken breast is 100 grams, and out of the 100 grams, 20 grams of it is protein. So you eat 2 chicken breasts, that's 40 grams of protein. So you want to eat 2.5 chicken breasts, and then you have 50 grams of protein. And that is already quite a bit of food. And then let's say you add some vegetables or something like that. You don't want to be eating a ton of carbs anyway, because you're already kind of full. You know what I mean? So the idea is basically to only eat carbs when you need them, before, around, or after your workout, ideally in the morning or at noon, no later than that. And the rest of the day, you don't need any more carbs. You already have stored energy, right? Because you're fat. But you don't need extra energy to do another workout, because that's why you don't need carbs. So you just want to basically have no carbs. So you focus, number one, on the protein. You eat protein, and then you add some vegetables or salad, or you just eat protein on its own. The vegetables and salad are a filler. They have fiber. They have a little bit of calories, and so they will fill you up. That's good, because you want to have food in your stomach that fills you up, right? So that your stomach is full. Let's say you eat a huge salad, lots of lettuce. It's almost no calories, or you eat, zucchini or, broccoli or something, So depending on what you like and, what agrees with you. And if you're not hungry because you're always full, but you have low calorie dense foods, then you're doing okay. For example, what should you not eat on a diet? Remember, being healthy and losing body fat, being on a bodybuilding diet, are two different things. For example, if I eat salmon, I love salmon. It's high in protein, but it's also high in fat. Or let's say I can eat it once in a while, but every day is not ideal for a bodybuilding diet. I can eat avocado. It's great nutrition, vitamins, healthy fat, fantastic. But high in fat, high in calories. Not supporting my fat loss goals. My health goals, yes, but my fat loss goals, no. So either have a little bit or none at all. Nuts. Nuts, very high in fat, high in protein, zero carbs. Good or bad? Well, not ideal. Cheese, not ideal. Cheese is great. I love cheese, but cheese is not good. Dairy and bread, you should avoid because of the bloating. And especially bread in America is not real bread. So cut out bread and dairy altogether. Unless you take a Greek quark yogurt and put a protein, powder in it and make like a quark or like a dessert or something, but it's just high in protein, low in fat, low in calories. That's fine if you can handle it. In general, avoid cheese, dairy, bread, all kinds of bread. And if you avoid just bread and dairy, there's not so much you can eat. There's not so much left, to be honest, because there's so many hamburgers, sandwiches, subs, this and that. Bread is everywhere. So avoiding bread makes already a huge difference. Then you don't want to drink any kind of drinks with calories like sodas, okay? Unnecessary calorie. Drink water or drink calorie-free drinks. You can have a Monster Energy drink that has 0 calories. That's fine. Or 10 calories. That's fine. No problem whatsoever. Because, it doesn't look it's bad for your health and you get cancer, this and that. Who cares? You're not going to get cancer because of this, okay? It's you have to drink huge amounts of aspartame and this and that in order just to maybe get it, okay? And that's, it's an amount that you can't even consume. So don't worry about it for 3 months, okay? Take all the energy drinks you want that are calorie-free. Things like that. What else? Just... For me, it works well if I have some protein shakes, okay? Because protein shakes are liquid, fast, easy to digest. They can be ready to drink. So already like the Core Power 42 grams. Yeah, it has some carbs in it, like I think 9 grams of carbs, but 42 grams of protein. It's in and out. It's quick, but it keeps me satiated for a couple hours, okay? Or you drink tea. Let's say you're watching TV, you're alone at time, you can't at home, and you get bored, and then when you get bored, you get hungry. So what do? You have to have like a little system, like eat some. There's packages that have like 100 calories, where you can have some dessert or something. So you plan for it. You can include a small treat. If your diet is so restrictive that it doesn't have room for a small treat or something here and there, you're not going to follow it. You're not going to stick with it. So you need to have, or you say, hey, Monday to Friday, I don't eat any carbs. I'm on like a keto style, carnivore style diet. And on the weekend, I can have a cheat day on Saturdays. And you can eat pizza, hamburgers. And you know what happens? You're not going to get fat because you're in a ketosis. And once you're in a ketosis, it takes like a day and a half to get out of the ketosis. It takes like a day and a half to get into the ketosis, but also to get out of it. So sometimes carb cycling, 2 days, no carbs, 2 day high carbs, 2 day low carbs, 2 day medium carbs, like whatever. So you can play around with it, but basically focus on the protein, cut the carbs. When you don't need them, you don't need them. Just at night, why do you need carbs? For what? You don't, okay? So Milos Sarcev, one of the top coaches, bodybuilder from the 90s, he said, if you have more than 10% body fat, he considers you to be fat. So you should be on a keto style diet. Until then, no carbs. Once you are 10%, reintroduce the carbs. Or if you can't see your abs, you're fat. So basically, no carbs. And it's a simple rule, but it works, And yeah, you can argue it's the calorie deficit that makes all the difference. Sure. But it works. It's easier just to eliminate the carbs for a while. Okay, see you in the next video.